Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I just thought I'd let you guys know that for the majority of you, I know you're coming over here to retire. You're not coming over here to work, but there are more than a few people who are thinking about coming over here for employment opportunities, and this will mainly apply to them. Because as of right now, Cambodia has announced that it is making it easier, I guess easier, to get a work permit, because they now have a website where you can apply for one. You'll still be able to do it the old-fashioned way if you want, and that would be to go into a travel agency, the place where you go to get your visa extensions, and you can still apply for them there, your work permits, if you want. That option is still going to be available, from what I understand. But there might be an advantage to using the website. And by the way, I did leave that website in the description below. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and check it out. Of course, you do have to be in country to use it. Remember that. You have to have your EB visa extension. You'll still have to upload all your documentation, your letter of employment and health check and all that. But the advantage is that it will probably be less expensive, because when you do anything through a travel agency, of course, they are a business and they have to make some money, so there'll be extra fees on top of whatever it is you're doing. For instance, if you want the 1 year visa extension, you know that's going to be around $300 at a travel agency. But if you went to the main office in Phnom Penh, which is the only place I have one, unfortunately, but it would cost you a little bit less than half of that. So yeah, but they are a travel agency, they are a business, they need to make money. Well, basically this website is going to be for anybody. If you have a business in Cambodia and you want to hire foreign employees, you can register your business on there and apply for your the proper permits to be able to hire foreigners. If you are somebody seeking employment or somebody who has a job and you need to renew or receive your first work permit, you can go on there, upload your documentation, and wait for that to be all approved and processed, and you should be good to go. Now, I don't know how that's going to work, because I know you need a physical copy, as far as I know, of your work permit. So I don't know if they will mail that to you, if you have to go pick it up at a central location, or once you're approved, or how that's going to work. But I'm sure that information will be forthcoming. But it's just another way Cambodia is trying to make it easier for people who want to move here to get things done. And you can't really fault them for that. Oh, and there is a section on there also for all you self-employed people as well. There are some people who are unsure if they want to work, if they don't want to work once they move here. And some people are not yet of the age where they can retire. You have to be 55 or older. but they might work online, or they might have their own online business or something like that, and they're not coming over here to find employment. They're coming over here to retire, but they're just not of the legal age to do so. And that would be where your self-employment work permit comes in, because you can apply for that, and you'll still have to get the EB visa extension, the one that allows you to work. And when you have that visa, when you do have that extension, you do need a work permit. So you'll still be able to do that, but your work permit will simply be self-employed. So you're not going to be obligated to a company here in Cambodia. Like if you have a web business, or you do freelance work, or something along those lines. Or you want to start a business here, your own business, even if it's a single person business here in Cambodia, you'd be considered self-employed, and you can apply for your all your work permit stuff right there on that website. Again, that's listed down below if anybody wants to check it out. Now keep in mind also, if you are 55 or older and you want to retire over here, but you're still making money from a venture back where you come from, maybe you have an online business, maybe you're I don't know, maybe you have a physical business and bringing in your money every month, something like that. I have people ask me if they have to worry about, being fined or going to jail for being retired and still receiving that money, and the answer is no. As long as you're not receiving and earning money from inside Cambodia, like from from Cambodians, and you're 55 or older, you can still get the retirement extension, and the money you go, and that's it. Like nobody's going to check to see if you're making money from a business back home, or anything you do online, or anything like that. That's just not going to happen. So you'll be fine in that instance. But yeah, I think that's a good idea. The more things you can do online here, the better off it is. It's just it's a lot less expensive than doing it through a third party, because like I said, they are businesses, they have to make their money. And if you can do it yourself, why not, Yeah, I'm down here at the Royal Gardens and over here by the Royal Palace. Thought I'd take a little walkie walk today. There's the Royal Palace. I made a video before, but I do like these statues. This whole area here with all the little trees and the greenery, the bushes, the shrubs. Yeah, I like it. I think up there, well, there isn't one up there. Thought there'd be a Cambodian flag flying, but I still got to get me one of those. Always wanted one for my wall. Also keep in mind that starting in June, just a reminder, starting in June, that when you first arrive in Cambodia, it will be mandatory for you to fill out all your incoming entry paperwork before you receive your first visa through either the online portal or through the app they have in the Google Play Store there. Starting in January, it is still voluntary if you want to use that or fill out the paperwork physically when you arrive. But beginning in June, that's no longer going to be an option. You're going to have to use the app or go through the web portal when you arrive to fill out all your information. And what they're trying to do is streamline the wait time when flights arrive for people to receive their visas on arrival. Of course, you do have the option of getting your visa online beforehand, and again, I have a link down below in the description for that as well. But I always prefer to get that here, simply because, here's something else to think about: before you leave the counter, you know, you've given them the money, they've stamped your visa, or they've stamped your passport with their visa. Before you leave, be sure it's the right one. If you're on a tourist visa, you want to see the letter T in the bottom left-hand corner, and if you're here long-term, you will get the initial E visa on arrival, and you want to see the E on the bottom left-hand corner. And remember, when you come here, to either ask for the tourist visa or the common visa, or the ordinary visa, I guess it is. That's what the E visa is. It's called the ordinary visa for long-term stay. I know a lot of people, oh, no thank you. I know some people, they still come in and they think, they ask for something that's not possible. They go up to the counter and they say, when they're asked what kind of visa they want, they say, I want a retirement visa, and or a working visa, or whatever. And there are no such things as those things. Those visas do not exist, people. They are not a thing. Those are your, whether you're here to work or retire, those are your visa extensions. But first, you have to get your initial visa, and that will be a tourist visa or an ordinary or E visa. There's no designator behind that. It's T or E. Both of those are good for 30 days, and then you, if you're staying long term, after your 30 days, you will go to a travel agency and tell them which visa extension you want, depending on your purpose for staying here. I know I've said that a lot. I talk about visas a lot because I still get questions about visas more than anything, and I still hear about people complaining. I went up to the counter, they gave me something with an E, but I told them I wanted a retirement visa, and now I don't know what to do. Yeah. And I experienced that in person the one time a few years ago. I had to go to the Poipet border and change my visa type because they stamped it wrong here. And I couldn't get a different one unless I left the country, so I did a quick border run, went to Thailand, walked around, came right back. And while I was waiting for my initial E visa again, guy in front of me did the same thing, And he started complaining to the immigration police. No, 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 I don't want the E visa. I want the EB visa. And they were trying to tell him, but there was communication gap, and he was starting to get upset. And, it was messy. But yeah, when you first show up, and don't ask for the ER or the EB visa, because there's no such thing. Those are extensions, not actual visa types. Just a little word of warning. Alright. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.